and welcome to my channel, A Cup of Tea with Christmas Joy. I am here today so excited because I'm going to talk about something really exciting that's happening this week, happening today, in fact. Today is my 1-year anniversary of my big, huge hernia surgery that I had to have. But on a different note, before I get to that, make sure that you tell me that you put in comments that you watched this and you listened and tell me your experiences. Subscribe because there's going to be a lot more things about surgery, about my health journey, about my faith story, recipes, all that kind of stuff. So look forward to sharing some things. I'm so excited what's coming up in the next few weeks. Second, today is kind of about my mug. Look at this. It says, "Beautiful girl, you can do hard things." I was given this mug to me by a friend several years ago. Well, she and I were both struggling with how to go through life when things are challenging. Now, honestly, our faith is what really gets us through, but sometimes we need those little tangible reminders. And so she sent this to me, and I used it in my classroom a lot because there were a lot of days that I needed that reminder. And it was one of those chances to connect with this friend and hold each other accountable and hold each other up too. But in the past 18, 19 months, it has been kind of a theme for me. And I'll get to that in another video. But I have learned that I can do amazing hard things. Through breast cancer journey, I learned that I am stronger than I thought. I am capable of a lot more. I can trust God in a lot, and that has been amazing to know. When we had financial troubles, I was able to know that God was with me. He will lead me through hard things because I can do all things that are hard through Christ who strengthens me. And so when I started my health journey in August of 2021, it was really a chance for me to learn this in amazing ways. So, but first, today I am drinking, it was just needed to be one of those days where I needed a reminder of one of my favorite teas. I love jasmine pearls. I love jasmine particularly, but I have jasmine pearls, and it's just like a warm comfort, like warm blanket inside of me. I love my jasmine, and so I thought that would be a perfect tea to drink today. Plus, it's nice and warm on my hands. So 1 year ago today, I got to have, finally, after several years, that's a long story, after several years, be able to fix some major hernias that I had. So one of my complications during my breast cancer journey was that I had complications of radiation. My radiation radiated holes, and so I had to lose the expanders, and so then I did not have enough skin to fix my chest. And hindsight, I probably would have done something differently, but I was not even 40 years old, and I wanted to look normal. So I ended up having a procedure called a tram flap, and there's good things about it and not so good things about it. But one thing, though, is that I was able to have that surgery, and that was fantastic. And it worked really great here, but not in my belly. So they took skin and muscle and all that kind of stuff from my belly to help my chest. And that did not go so well. And I found out later that that is a common occurrence. Like more than 40% of people have some kind of complication, mostly hernias, from this. And I wish I had known that ahead of time, but you know, obviously God needed me to do something else. And honestly, it's okay, but because really it got me to where I am now. So ultimately, long story short, I found out I had these hernias. My hernia surgeon, who also ended up being, it was the same person who did my mastectomy, he said, you know what? We'll do this, but you have to lose 30 pounds. No big deal, right? And I said, yeah, no problem. And then 2020 happened. And I was already overweight, and I needed to lose 30 to 40 pounds. And so that 30 to 40 pounds became 50 and 60 and 70 and 80. And it was a lot. So when I started my health journey of August 2021, I think, my main goal was to get to the point. My surgeon said, you need to be at 190, then we can consider the surgery. So that was my forward vision. I knew I needed to get to 190. So I got down to 190. I had my appointment with him. He was thrilled and excited, but he said I needed to continue to lose weight. So I did. And on March 29th, 2022, I had my surgery. And I am so, so grateful. One, I'm grateful that I had already gone through that health journey, so there were a lot of things that I could do that I didn't realize would help me through everything else. And it was kind of a roller coaster of a month. I had to have a CT scan so they could plan out what was happening. My surgeon was really, really worried. He said, I don't know. I've done hernia surgeries a lot, but this is challenging, and it's a lot worse than we thought. So I had originally been told I needed to get down to 190, and then he came to me and said, hang on. Honestly, this other surgeon and I decided that you have to be at 155 or we won't do it at all. They were worried just about complications. And he said, really, honestly, the best thing you can do is not have the surgery because that has the fewest complications. Even though, I looked terrible, it was uncomfortable, it didn't really hurt. And they were telling me that it wouldn't have some dangerous side effects typically. So he really thought the best thing to do was not have the surgery. But I was determined, and I had told myself I was going to have that surgery. So I saw him the first week of January. I was at 180 something, so I had already surpassed what I originally thought, and he was thrilled about that. But then I said, I'm going to do this on spring break, and I'm going to get there. And, God has an amazing way of working through things, and he helped me through my journey and my coach and my accountability people, that mindset piece. And so actually the day of my surgery, I was exactly where he needed me to be. I weighed in at 155 and I was thrilled. And so I went into the surgery feeling really good and really hopeful. And I woke up. Soon I saw my surgeon and he was beyond thrilled. It was crazy. So he actually came to me and said, when I had talked to you on the phone that day, we were really worried about doing the surgery. We really thought this would not be a good choice. And he said, because of when you had the original surgery, so they put a mesh in to hold everything in down there. He said, when you had, how big you were then, and then how much weight you have already lost, it became from the possible worst case scenario for a surgery to the best case scenario. He said, I want to take a picture of you and put a poster and make you a poster child of what you should do. He said, most people, they hear, oh, you got to lose some weight, and they don't really do it. He said, you did it, and you made it awesome. And I was like, woohoo, because look at this. I can do hard things, and I did it. I had a goal, I had a vision, and I did it, and it was awesome. So here I am a year later. Not only am I lighter than that, I am healthier than that. He said originally they were thinking they would have to do a procedure where I pretty much wouldn't have any core muscles to work with. Some of them are already gone because of the original tram flap, but he said, you did amazing. He's like, yeah, you might have to modify, but you can do those core works. And I am beyond crazed. the workout program that I'm doing right now, I have to do some sit-ups, and I was like, I know I can't do those. That is not physically something I can do. But then one day I was like, let's try something. We were doing one where we had to have weights here, and we would sit up with the weight, and so I was able to use the momentum of the weight. It's a 5-pound weight. It's nothing big. You guys, almost a year later, and I was doing it. I was so excited. I was telling everyone, you guys, I did sit-ups. This is huge. Here I am just under a year later, because this is just a couple weeks ago. I could do sit-ups. I can do core work. I can do planks, and I feel so good and so strong. Now, do I have limitations? I absolutely do. There are some things where, yeah, absolutely. I can tell that I am challenged in that space, but that's okay because I am growing and I am getting stronger, and I'm so excited. I can do some sit-ups. Now, would you ever think anyone would be excited about doing sit-ups? Not me. So I am here today to celebrate that I can do sit-ups a year later. They're not great. They're not amazing. But I can do them because I can do hard things. So I'm so excited. In the next few weeks, I'm going to share more of my story. I'm going to share a lot about what things I wish I had known about the surgery and about recovery. What I would love to share with you also part of my weight loss journey, because it's a pretty cool journey. But today, I'm going to sit and enjoy my tea. I hope you have a great day, and let's celebrate 1 year later. Yay!